Today I'm going to present to you a interesting system that I've developed, like kind of not really developed, I guess, but that I've figured out that has actually helped me gain a lot of clarity in my own life in all of the different areas that I need to focus on. So that may be in forms of if you're running your own business, like myself, if you're a freelancer, if you're a guy that has a side hustle that has business that you're starting to grow, literally anything. If you're going to school, if you're studying, if you're working a job, if you have a lot of priorities on your hands and you want to gain more control of your time. And I like to call it the King method. Now, what does that mean? What is the King method in terms of taking care of your control of your life? Well, very simply put, it means basically acting like a king in your own righteous life. How does that transcend and how does that work? What does that look like? Well, basically how I discovered this was I was going through ChatGPT over all of the different areas in things that I was focusing on in my life, like may it be relationships, may it be network, may it be romantic relationships, may it be business, may it be finances, may it be studying, may it be learning new skills, may it be improving the skills I already have, may it be taking care of my physicality, like going to the gym, may it be taking care of like my sleep schedule, making sure that I eat good food, that the food's already in the fridge, all those kinds of things. If you boil them up together, it's a lot on one specific list to take account for, to remember. And so what this helped me do is basically pinpoint all of the different most important areas in my life, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's going to help you. I already made a video on how to take control of your schedule and how to schedule your day like I do on Google Calendar, for instance. But what I would like to more focus on today is this new method that basically allowed me to have more clarity and set goals more specifically on each different front of life. So like for instance, first I broke down how does a medieval king, how does he look at his entire life? What does he look like in terms of all of the different areas that he has influence and power and control over? Well, he probably has to go ahead and take care of the populace. He has to take care of the taxes. He has to take care of the public order. He has to take care of the infrastructure. He has to take care of the military. He has to take care of relationships and diplomacy. He has to take care of religion. He has to take care of all of these different things, right? And so by taking account of everything that he needs to do, I transcended that into, let's say, you ask this question to ChatGPT. This is what I did. You ask the question to AI or ChatGPT or whatever AI you're using, and in this case, you ask it, hey, how would these values, virtues, things, areas, realms would transcend into a modern day business owner's life in terms of taking care of this, and this. And then in that case, it's going to come up with something that you can start taking action on, which has helped me immensely have a lot of clarity on what it is I need to do. And so basically, I managed to pinpoint every area of my life I'm focusing on. May it be taking care of my physicality, going to the gym, nutrition, all that, like sleep, having a good schedule structured together, having discipline over myself to get the hard things done when they need to get done, progressing towards business, like closing new deals, helping more people, growing the business basically, improving and increasing my network. So that would be like new relationships I make, new people I meet, all that kind of stuff, like You can even count like romantic relationships in there as well. And then the last one would be something like if you're studying, or if you can insert literally anything that you're focusing on right now that are like your top priorities. And then what I ended up doing is I ended up asking like, hey, okay, let's say we want to set a specific goal for each and every single like realm of the thing. And in that case, how would I go about it? Can you ask me some questions about how I could set a specific goal? And then it would like ask you like, hey, are you doing this? Are you doing this? Da 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 da. You answer all the questions, and then you can come up with on a piece of paper, like on a blank page. This is what I did. I like taking notes and writing. Helps me remember better. And so basically what I did was I asked it all of these questions, and then I went on the piece of paper and I said, okay, what does that look like? And I wrote down every single goal. Okay, by X date, I need to have X thing. By X date, I need to close 3 new deals. By X date, I need to whatever. Insert X goal of yours that you actually want to obtain. And so over the course of time, this is going to change, because not only you are going to change, but also your goals and personal aspirations are going to change as well. And so what this allows you to do is it allows you to have a system that you can constantly update every single time that you have something new to add to the table. And personally, this has helped me have not only gain more clarity on what it is I do and what it is I need to do, also have a system to remember everything, and also make it easier for myself to remember, okay, once I've completed this, and it's going to be like a binary outcome. Have I completed it? Yes. Have I completed it? No. Okay. If I've completed it, if it's a yes, then in that case, what I'll do is I'll associate to that a reward. Now, this could be like, for instance, if it's tied to a financial income goal, like business related or client related or side hustle related or work related, then in that case, what I'll do is I'll set some money aside, for example, and I'll say like, hey, if I close an extra 3 new deals, in that case, what I'll do is I'll take a part of that money and I'll buy myself like this one item that I really wanted. Like, let's say I wanted to buy a new pair of shoes, a new pair like of of headphones, a new computer, all of these things that you can like that you would want to buy. And instead of just going out there and just buying it, what you can do is you can tie that to hard work and every single realm and every single objective and goal that you have. And every single time you achieve that goal, you reward yourself with what you said you would reward yourself when you completed that. And so this has helped me always to keep in mind hard work, and then as soon as I'm done with hard work and I complete that goal, it is completely tied to a reward. In my mind, it basically is crystal clear that hard work equal reward now. So I have much less troubles working hard and putting a lot of effort into something, because I know I'm working for that thing that I want, that reward that I've set for myself. And so this system is, well, pretty simple, to be perfectly honest with you. It's not anything like complicated or hard or whatever. It's just something that you guys can use that can help you get a bit more internal motivation, as what I noticed, because there are 2 forms of motivation. There is internal motivation and external motivation. And now external motivation is more like somebody else telling you, hey, you need to do this, I really would like your help. Or internal motivation is like what you think and what you believe and what you feel inside of you, and what that allows you to do. So it is a bit different, but if you combine both of those, you'll always be able to complete and achieve bigger and better things in your own life. So this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. And so in my own life, for example, I'll give you an example. this suit here that I have. It's a 3-piece suit. So I have shirt, waistcoat, and jacket, pants, shoes. And so I bought this suit as a reward for having completed a goal of mine. Now, I don't remember exactly what it was because it wasn't something super like massive, like a massive checkpoint, which I got this suit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I got this suit for a pretty good price for a discount. So I'm not like here to flaunt the fact that I've got a suit that costs a lot of money. No, it doesn't. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna spend shitloads of money on a suit when I don't make the kind of money that I would in order to spend a lot of money on one suit. What I like to do is I like to think, okay, can I buy this like 3 times in a row? And if I can, then I can use that as a reward. And if I can't buy this 3 times in a row, usually what I'll do is I'll make more money until I get until I can pay it for it like 3 times in a row. And in that case, what I'll do is I'll just buy it and then I'll still have money in my pocket. So the whole point is not to have $1,000 and spend $1,000, even though that could be motivation in itself, external motivation. But the whole point is I used this suit as a reward. And you could do something very similar to me, is what I'm saying. Now, the different realms that you can focus on that I've mentioned are very numerous and depend on every single person. You watching this video right now will probably have different goals than mine. You probably have different objectives than mine. You probably will have different rewards than me. Like, it's very clear. Like, for instance, if I were to, in business, make $100,000 profit, I could always use that as a reward to pay for a vacation for my entire family, for example. Or I could buy myself a new car. Or I could buy myself insert X reward. You know what I mean? And so these realms of yours allow you to have control of your life like a medieval king would. It's pretty cool, actually, when you actually think about it. It allows you to transcend all of the mental bullshit in your mind and lay everything out on paper, on a whiteboard. That also helps, I noticed personally, for me. And so what is the point of all this? Well, the point is to gain clarity over the realms and things in your life so that you can influence them as efficiently as you can. Because sometimes you might be doing a lot of things at the same time, juggling a lot of different tasks, and you might think like, oh fuck, I forgot to do so and so. And so what this allows you to do is this allows you to combine this into your schedule, and it allows you to create your schedule based on priority list of tasks. Okay, if I want to obtain this reward or this outcome or complete this objective, then I need to do more of this task over here. And all of the other tasks, I'm gonna put them aside, or I'm gonna do them after I'm done with this one, because this is the one I wanna prioritize. This gains clarity over everything. It's very helpful. And so I recommend you use this system for yourself in your own life. Test it and see what you can come up with it. And of course, you might not be very good at it. Like, I wasn't very good at setting my schedule at first. I wasn't very good at it, like setting goals and all that sort of stuff. And I'm pretty sure I made a video on goal setting, but I might make a new one just to refresh your guys' memories. And basically, the big points about setting goals is you want it to be as tangible as possible. You want it to feel as real as possible. You want to understand what that's going to look like and what that's going to feel like for you once you get and accomplish that goal. And so once you've got all those things together, you can set a goal. Like, for instance, instead of saying get more money or get rich, that's not a goal. That is not a goal. A goal would be make $1 million a month over the course of 3 years straight. Very different, very specific, very tangible. You know that what that's going to feel like. You know the numbers in your bank account, what that's going to look like. Same thing. It could be, for instance, get a lean six-pack in the gym. Like, get a lean six-pack with sub 10% body fat at X amount of kilos or X amount of pounds. It could be something like that as well. It could be wake up in the morning and see $1 million in your bank balance. It's very specific, it's very tangible, it's real. Goals need to be real, tangible. This suit is real. I went to the store, I saw the suit, and I was like, you know what? I want to get this as a reward. I want to get this as a reward because I can feel it. I wore it, and I was like, you know what? This feels really fucking good, actually. I want to buy this. But instead of buying it right there and there, I bought it as a reward for something I had accomplished. Same thing. If you want to treat your family to a nice, luxurious steak dinner, for example, then do something hard, accomplish something, make the money, and cover the entire dinner for them. Do your best. Bring your best to the table. Invest in yourself, in your relationships, and you will grow. So this was a bit of a shorter video, but I've been trying to do different types of times for the videos, because I used to do 30 minutes a day, and now I've moved on to 20 minutes a day so that it doesn't take as much time, and more of you guys can just like put it in the background while you're like making food, or while you're like, I don't know, grooming yourself, or while you're doing something else. So that way, maybe you're studying, maybe you're on a lunch break, maybe you're on whatever it may be, you can listen to this and feel like, okay, I've actually gained value from my time instead of just scrolling on social media, is what I'm saying. This is the whole point of these videos that I'm making here. The whole point of me making these videos is so that you can get some of my value, some of the lessons that I've learned, and so that I can share it with you guys, so that you guys can better your own lives in your own ways. Because I've mentioned this multiple times, like if I get millions of views, millions of subscribers, that would be great. That would be amazing. But that's not the point. The point is, if I can even help like a handful of you guys, like 1 to 5 to 10 people, just be better in their own lives by giving you guys some lessons, and you pulled out some insights and you were like, whoa, actually, I could do this now. And by me just simply thinking about that, I would be able to feel just better about myself. This is the whole point I'm making this channel for. If I was in your position, I would have loved for somebody like me to do the same. And so I'm giving back to the community. I'm giving back to you guys because you guys deserve more. You guys deserve people to teach you to go further, to go do better. And we should be doing this for the next generations to come. If you know a couple people that are younger than you and that aren't necessarily very set in their ways, and like maybe they vape or they do drugs or they do video games, they're addicted, or they're scrolling on social media all the time, I suggest you do your best to show them the path, like lead by example. This is what I want to do with this channel. And so it's another beautiful day. The sky is blue. As always, the sun has come up. On a day-to-day basis, it will always do. And until the day comes that it no longer does, we will be here. And with that said, I appreciate every single one of you guys watching until the end of the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm happy to have a conversation with you guys in the chat, in the comments. And if you have any like topic recommendations, feel free to chuck those in there as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you, I will see you tomorrow, because I post every single day on this channel. one long form, one short per day. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. See you later.